Welcome to Hunter Fuel, a supernatural rewatch podcast for adults who enjoy their show with a chaser. I'm Liz.
And I'm Lynn.
Welcome to a very special bonus episode of Hunter Fuel Presents. Lynn, you had a really genius idea for some bonus content. Tell us about
Yes.
your brilliance.
So I decided we needed a topic jar. Now, granted, the title topic jar really
It's
sucks.
not good, and we
Yeah.
need your help.
Yeah. So in the comments, if you can come up with a better name for said jar, we would love it. So basically, this is just random topics of just anything we have decided to just grab out of there and talk about off the top of our heads.
Um,
So this may contain spoilers, just to give you a heads
yes.
up.
So you've seen through about halfway through season 4?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
All right.
So, and this is as unscripted and authentic as we can conceivably get. And we have pre-gamed ever so
Oh,
slightly. So,
buckle in.
yes, exactly. So let's get this show on the
Get the show
road.
on the road. So, if you have any suggestions for things that can go into the topic jar, let us know. All right. So, what? Okay, start us off.
Uh,
Give it a good smoosh.
okay, and
What's our first topic here?
I forgot my
Can you
reading.
see it?
Well, I have my reading glasses, Dick.
Oh, this is going well.
Oh, I'm gonna love this. Okay, this is from Jean Z.
Yes, yes. This is a personal friend and friend of the podcast. Jean has given us a question.
Is John a good father? Ooh.
I'm gonna let you go first because I wrote about this in the book, so my thoughts are already organized. You go ahead and go first. My my thoughts are already organized. You go first.
Um, I think John did the best he could
Mm,
do with the circumstances he was given. Did
mhm.
he make some exceedingly questionable parenting choices? So fucking
He
lootly.
did.
He was mourning the loss of his wife who
Yeah.
died extremely graphically extraordinarily. So it wasn't like
She didn't have a heart attack. She wasn't shot. She was eviscerated and burned to death on the ceiling.
yeah.
Like that's not a good way to lose your spouse.
No, and especially since the person who eviscerated her was going after their son. So, like, there are so
Yeah,
many.
which he doesn't know at the time. Like, but I think he eventually figures that out. I agree with you, but
So, yeah. So, does he, on the surface, maybe he makes some extremely questionable parenting choices.
mhm.
I think you gotta put into there his mental, like, where he is and where his headspace is. And I genuinely think he did the best he could for what he was able to do. Um,
These very unnatural circumstances, which
yes.
I think is something. So, I mean, right off the bat, and the boys say it, right? I mean, they say it in Bugs, they say it in Nightmare, that okay, nobody was going to give John a Father of the Year award.
No,
Like
no.
okay, leaving your two. I mean, we saw in something wicked that Dean is 10, Sam is 6, and they're alone for days,
Yeah.
left to fend for themselves. That's not okay.
No, no,
um
no, it is absolutely not.
but at the same time, as you said, um he realizes he lives in a world where his sons are not safe. And something that I made a connection in the book to, 200 years ago, he'd have had his sons out. He'd have been teaching them how to use firearms and things because on the frontier, that's how he would have fed his family,
Yes.
and so I tend to agree with you. Like, okay, John is not a good dad. He's not, but he's doing the best he can in unimaginable circumstances to try to keep his sons alive.
Yeah. That and I mean, and you and I have spoken about this a bit off camera, that he gets into kind of obsessive tunnel
Mm,
vision with
he does,
wanting
absolutely.
to avenge his wife's death. And you cannot fight a demon or like and follow the trail with two little kids at your side. Like that's even more
Yeah.
dangerous than what he actually did. So if he's gonna, I mean, at least he's trying to keep his son safe.
He is like, okay, leaving his sons alone is the better of the two options he has.
Yes, absolutely.
And I have talked about this a bit. I did a bonus episode on the graphic novel, the prequels novels. So I don't consider them canon, but it is kind of an interesting thing to think about that everybody he leaves the kids with dies horribly. Yeah, so I think there are it's the lesser of two evils.
Yes.
It's not a good choice, but it's the best choice he has of the limited options. So
Yeah.
again, I know people have really strong feelings about John, and is he an award-winning dad? No, he's not.
No, he's not.
But under the circumstances, in a way, you can say he's successful. Like his sons both lived to adulthood, and like
Yeah.
that was not a given. That was not a guarantee. So
Yeah.
if you disagree with us, you are welcome to let us know what you think in the comments.
Absolutely.
You want to say your last thought while I pull another thing out of the jar?
It's honestly covered everything.
Said your piece.
Yes.
All right,
100%.
giving it a good smoosh. Let's see. Let's see what we pull out of the jar here. So thank you, Jean, for that question. Our
Yes.
next question is, what roles would you be excited to see Jared or Jensen cast as?
Ooh.
Do you want me to go first while you think?
I think Jen, and I may have, because I know you and I have kind of talked about this off camera a little bit, so I may be stealing this from you.
Well,
Accident.
we may have had some technical difficulties.
um, I think Jensen would make a really cool Batman.
Mm, absolutely. I have my fingers crossed. I have not given up hope. He will be the new Batman.
Yeah, so yeah, now like that broody,
The voice.
yeah, the voice, the
Yep.
broodiness, quick
Yeah,
wit. Clearly, he knows how to
he
fight.
does. He's
Yeah,
got the resume for it.
he's got the resume for
Mm.
it. So, and as far as Sam, because I refuse to say Robin because that's like so
Oh, no, no. I would not.
that's so cliche.
Oh, and he's too old to play Robin. I mean, no, no,
Yeah,
he's younger than we are. No,
yeah,
no disrespect to him, but but that character of Batman's sidekick is a much younger
yeah.
actor. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I wasn't even putting age into it, just the sidekick part. I'm like, yeah,
No,
no.
no, he's past sidekickishness.
Yeah. No. Oh, and of course I'm completely blanking
What
on.
what can you give me?
I know action adventure movie that has like five or six sequels afterwards.
That's not
That's down. I want to say it's Matt Damon who's.
Oh, the Bourne, Jason.
Yes, I could sort of see. I could sort of see. him doing Jason Bourne.
Oh, I can absolutely see him in an action role. So, I mean, he after Supernatural, he went on to be Cordell Walker on Walker. He
Yeah.
didn't have as many fight scenes as I would have hoped to see him in, considering I know what the source material is for for Walker Texas Ranger. But yeah, no, I could absolutely see him in an action role. I think he'd be great. So excellent choices. You did steal Batman from me. But
I had
uh,
a feeling.
I know you did. So I'm gonna start with Jared. So Jared has said at conventions that um he kind of wants to retire from acting. And I know it makes me very sad. Now Jared is not our bitch, and I want for him the career that he wants for himself. But I do love seeing him on camera. I would very much love to see him in a um like a I would like to see him as a villain, like somebody like a serial killer or like I would love to see him as a bad guy.
Yes.
I
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think he does. I mean, we've seen it on Supernatural. He does play a really excellent bad guy. I would love to see that. And honestly, I mean,
Oh yeah, he could so pull
oh,
this
he
off.
can pull that off. Absolutely. And it's something that, having watched I never watched the Gilmore Girls, but, knowing where his early career was, it's something you would not necessarily have expected he would be good at, but damn, he is. And you know what? I'm gonna double down on Batman. I'm sticking to Batman. I would very much love to see Jensen play Batman.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
all right, that's us. Give us another one.
All right, now
Oops. Yeah, don't get your hand stuck in the jar.
yeah, so many bad jokes. So many bad jokes.
Do you need me to read it for you, Grandma?
Yeah.
We can tease her because I have progressive lenses. I don't need to I have my reading glasses on all the time.
You're in a fight. You're in a fight for your life.
Right?
You can only have Sam or Dean
Or
watching your back.
Mm-hmm.
Who is it and why? This one's
Okay.
easy for me.
Yeah, yeah, say it.
Sam.
I was going to say there's an obvious answer here, but why are you picking Sam?
Sam thinks he's not so he doesn't do things just off the cusp. He actually thinks it through.
He's a strategic thinker. Yeah.
Yep, but he can kick some
Oh, yeah.
serious ass.
Oh, yeah. Never doubt that Sam is a badass. I agree. Sam is the right answer for the reason you mentioned. In addition, uh, we know Dean is always going to come for Sammy. So, so reinforcements are coming.
Even think of that one.
Yeah, I'm always thinking. Okay, we're gonna do one last question out of here for this round. Uh-oh, we have two. We're gonna. Which one are we doing? We're gonna want this one open, so we're gonna do this one. Okay, we meet Death in season 5. So you have not met Death yet, but you will. Death is awesome. He's a foodie. What junk food would you feed him and why? You So you have a meeting with Death. You know he can be persuaded with the right junk food. What do you bring him? I know what I'm picking, and we just had it for dinner. Porunkies.
I was gonna say I keep leaning toward movie theater popcorn.
Ooh, oh, that's an interesting choice.
Because I mean, that's kind of like a very one of our best friends, a mutual friend of ours. She makes Texas caviar, and we call it crack cocaine. To me, that's kind of like
Texas crack, yeah.
the Texas crack.
Feed him Texas crack. He wouldn't be able to stop eating it long enough to come for us. Yeah, I would get Francis to make Texas crack. That's a great choice.
Yeah,
Um,
it's this chocolate though because that has vegetables and protein.
It's masquerading. It's got a lot of sugar
Yeah,
in it.
there's a lot of sugar in it, but
So my vote is pierogies. Let me say this, being Pennsylvania born and raised, pierogies are the correct answer. However, I don't know that I would do plain movie theater popcorn for him, just because.
you gotta pun it, pardon the pun, but butter.
But but still, like I'm calling that plain,
Okay.
because this guy is a foodie. He's as old as the universe. He's had popcorn. Like you need to impress him. So what I would do,
Oh,
Garrett's,
this, yeah.
Garrett's, you got to go to Chicago
Oh,
and you got to get him a Garrett's mix.
yeah.
Which, if you have never had Garrett's popcorn, stop watching this right now. Buy yourself a plane ticket. Put your ass on a plane. Go to the Chicago airport.
Hey, look at Garrett's.
Get Garrett's. It is life-changing popcorn. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, absolutely. Co-
that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
So death is gonna pass us by because he got pierogies and Garrett's.
That's awesome.
All right, SPN family, that is where we are going to call it for today. Thank you so much for coming along with us for the ride. And again, if you have any things that you think should go in the topic jar, and if you have a better name for the topic jar, please,
Please.
we're desperate. Put it in the comments. All right, thanks so much. Be safe,
Bye
everybody.
bye.
Bye bye.